So this morning, I've already delivered in Ithaca, just a single that I picked up yesterday. And now I'm headed to Rochester to pick up two. And tomorrow, I'll take them to Newburgh. Okay, so after much confusion, got to figure it out. Turns out the broker sent me one picture with a release for this one and a New York City one, and another picture of a release for one here and one in New York City. Well, I only looked at the one picture, so I was pretty confused. So wasn't this dealer thinking I was here to pick up a vehicle that wasn't even here. Got that figured out. Now I've got both vehicles. Both of these have a tag that says racking device from under hood. I'm assuming it got cut off and it was supposed to say remove tracking device from under hood. Whew, brakes were a little stuck, but I can't say for sure. I'm assuming that's what it is. So this short day has turned a little bit longer, but it's not too bad. These cars still pay really, really good. And this place is super easy, great big parking lot. Still got to do a inspection on this one. I found a little bit of damages on that one, so definitely got to look over this one pretty well. I don't know what is going on with this car. Seriously, there was a line of cars in front of them. As soon as we passed the trooper that was sitting in the median, all those cars took off. Speed limit is 55. And this car is doing 15. I don't have a clue what they're doing. But my favorite way station is coming up in about 10 miles. I don't think I've ever gone through there while they're open without being inspected. So, wish me luck. We'll see. Oh, they're getting off here. Holy cow. Let's go. Move. Even those construction workers were like, what are you doing? Alright, we'll see how this inspection goes, because I'm sure I'm going to get inspected. I'll let you know. Got bypassed. First time for everything. There was another hotshot guy. He had a bigger trailer. It was a dually with a 4-car trailer. 2 trucks in front of me. And then a food grade tanker truck right in front of me. There were a lot of vans there. A bunch of them had the hoods up. I don't know why their hoods were up, unless, maybe they had issues or what. And that's the second time in the last couple of days that I've seen that. Drive by DOT inspection and the yellow vans are out there with their hoods popped up. I have no idea why. If you do, let me know down in the comments why they're sitting there with their hoods up. Is it an overheating thing, or they're having problems? I don't know. Maybe it's hot out. They're sitting there idling all day. I don't know. I would think that's what a fan's for. Not having a license plate on here and just having the paper that says lost tag, I figured it's pretty much a guarantee to get inspected every time I go through. But got pretty lucky that time. So we'll see. That should be it from here to home. See if I run into anything else. I'm coming down this little back road here, about to get on the highway, and I turn a corner, and there's a trooper, DOT van, sitting on the other side, turns his lights on. So I pull over on the side, of course. He wants to run a quick inspection. So we'll see how this goes. He's got me going up here and pulling into the Dandy to do it there rather than doing it on the side of the road here. So well, I'm in the middle of it. So far, so good. I'm thinking he didn't like the license plate, but we'll see. Alright, so these tires were pretty good. Didn't say nothing about my cap, so that's cool. Didn't really like that the license plate. Apparently these three lights are not working. I just replaced this one and this one, so you can see here. So it's got to be something back there in the wiring. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it later. Those lights were good. Surprisingly, nobody ever says anything about that yellow light and that red light. It's only those and the back ones. But violation for that tire so far. That tire was, well, yeah, it's still probably 230 seconds there. This one is down to 130 second, he said. He said my front tires were at one front tire was at 430 seconds, which is the limit, so any lower would have been a violation. Hopefully I'm not out of service for the tire. We'll see. But I don't know. Let's see, we got still here. It's been a while. This is taking a little while. But looks like I'm going to get a violation for tires and for those three stupid lights on the back. I was really hoping for a sticker this time. I'm going to ask him, because the road that I came to get over here from the auction, he was just sitting there on the side of the road. It was kind of a weird spot. So I'm going to ask him why he was sitting there. He might not tell me, but it'd be cool to know. He told me I could run in, use the bathroom, get a drink, whatever I had to do while he was doing his paperwork. But no, I'll wait with my truck until we're all done. I get the paperwork. Then I'll go in and use the bathroom, and then I'm out of here.
The license plate's missing on the last inspection you had on April 30th, so it hasn't been corrected. I know you said you're working on it. Just make sure you see if you can get it fixed. And then the three lights that are out on the trailer. And you're very courteous, and I can tell you being very courteous goes a long way, because most of us are going to be very courteous back there.
Right.
You know
Everybody's been super respectful. Yeah. My other question, which really probably doesn't matter, and you might not even be able to tell me, that was a really weird place to be sitting. I almost didn't. I saw you sitting there, and I saw the lights come out. I'm like, oh, and I just pulled. It was just a fast reaction, pull over real fast.
Be honest with me.
Yeah.
Do you know we're open on both sides of the highway or not?
No, I know there's an inspection in Nichols.
The reason I'm over there is I'm checking bypass trucks. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So there's trucks that go around constantly, nonstop. Residents on the other side of the river complain about it because there's never light truck traffic. We open up, and it's just trucks nonstop over there. They're going around us.
Okay.
So I'm doing the bypass. I'll be straight up with you. We're recording right now.
Right.
You're on a body camera.
Right.
Everything you do, you drive out of this parking lot, you recorded. you've recorded me, I've recorded you. It's just the way society is right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. And is it all about trucking, or is it about other things?
I do. So I have a sawmill. I'm building an off-grid cabin. My daughter has goats. I just built a goat enclosure.
I have a sawmill, and
Really?
I'm thinking about building an off-grid cabin. That's awesome.
It's so fun. Actually,
How do you do power?
I'm gonna do solar.
Solar, you have to because you're so far
yeah.
off the beaten path. 9 out of 10 of my inspections go something like this.
Right.
And about 1 out of 10 or 10% goes bad.
Yeah. Some people are just arrogant, you know.
These are the kind that I enjoy. You know, you're doing a job, I'm doing a job. This is what I do for a living. This is what you do for a living.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
You know.
Like I thought, violation for trailer license plate, those 3 center marker lights, which that should be a pretty easy, stupid fix because I just replaced the bulbs and they were working. And trailer tires. Obviously, gonna have to buy tires and get them put on, which I don't know. All right, I'm gonna try and do this as quick as possible. Like always, I'm pressed for time. That's the downside of local work. It's all about the time. To be as profitable as possible, everything has to be done quickly. I don't know if this is their normal loading spot, but let's hope I don't need any boards. Whew, it is hot in this car. I don't know where they actually go, but I will take them over here, park them on the side. All my paperwork said these were going to Monroe Auto Sales. Then I get here, and this place is called Monroe Auto Transport. And they've got tons of transport trucks. Last one came off without a problem, and they're both exactly the same vehicle. But I think it's a safe assumption that this one will also come off without a problem. Do my inspection and get the hell out of here as quick as I can. Alright, quick and simple. I just gotta pick all this stuff up and we'll be out of here. Well, that went pretty smooth. Now we're gonna go pick up a couple, about an hour from here and take them up. Probably won't get them delivered today. We'll see. This isn't even really bad traffic, but this is a prime example of why I much prefer picking up tractors and equipment from farms versus cars in the city. Traffic. Oh damn, that wheel lift car lost a wheel. Well, that sucks. So you didn't see me load these 2 vehicles, but now we're gonna unload the one that's on the front, which is a Nissan Altima here in Elmira. Then need to drive to Belmont, New York, and unload the Tahoe. Both paid pretty decent. The crazy thing is, I saw them on Central, and I was gonna call about them. But rather than, it was ACV, rather than call, I just get on the ACV load board and book them myself. Well, they were listed for a certain price on Central, and then when I jumped over the ACV load board to book them, they were listed for more. So it ended up being about $100 more because they wanted them expedited, which every time I ever book anything, it's expedited. That's just the way I book things. I always kind of book last minute. I don't ever try and book stuff like a couple days in advance. This week I did do one in advance. I got one to pick up over that way towards where I'm delivering. But usually I don't do that. Hopefully unloading this Altima goes a lot smoother than loading it. Granted, it was 90 degrees and I had a heck of a time loading it, but we'll see. I'm going to try and drive the truck tires onto the ramps. When I loaded it, I put those extra little ramps underneath the ramps coming off the trailer, and then still had to use a couple boards. So I'm going to try and do it the other way. I've got a good hill that I'm parked on this time too, so we'll see how it goes. Try that. A lot of it's trial and error, unless unless of course we've done the exact same car a bunch of times. Alright. Now, got to move those boards. I don't have enough boards to go all the way back on the trailer. So once we get off of the front ones, we just jump out and flip them around. Not a huge deal, but that's, it does take some time. When you're loading it, and you say you're driving up to this, your front tire hits here, it's going to get on here, it's just going to spin because this is so smooth. Going back, I had gravity to help me roll it up onto the boards. Might as well leave the boards here for the Tahoe. Although, Tahoe's got to come out a little bit. Alright, I'm going to do my inspection, give them the keys, and get this Tahoe loaded back up. I need fuel. Pretty bad. Probably not going to make it to the Pilot, which is where my fuel card is for. But I'm going to try. So I got that unloaded, got the Tahoe reloaded. Now we're going to go deliver the Tahoe and then do some pickups. Well, so far one pickup. But I'm excited for this rate disclosure. This one's pretty good. Okay, so I don't know what happened to my mic here. It just didn't pick up anything. But the gist is that's going to wrap up this video. So, as far as a rate disclosure, I picked up 2 vehicles in Rochester, took them down to Newburgh, and then I picked up 2 in Kingston, New York, and brought them back up this way. Now, this work did take me a couple days to do, but it really was only 1 day's worth of work. It just because I started my week out like halfway through a Monday, it kind of threw me off for the whole week. So I ended up doing half of a load in the afternoon and then finishing the next morning to deliver. So, 2 halves, I guess you could say. But really, it does all amount to 1 day's work. There wasn't more than 11 hours of driving for this whole load to and from. So the 2 vehicles in Rochester paid $750 coming down to Newburgh. And then the 2 pickups in Kingston, one paid $400, one paid $410. So that brought me up to a total of $1,560 for 1 day's work. I don't know yet the miles. I haven't figured that out yet, but this is just, for these purposes, is just the price points. So I would say hotshot car hauling in 2024 is actually doing pretty well. It's definitely not as good as it was, a couple years ago, but it's still a very good way to make a decent living if you can stand to be gone, for extended periods of time and you have the reliable equipment to be able to do it. So if you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you bearing with my bad camera skills and my current mic mishaps. And stay tuned for the next one. Stay safe.